What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Morpheus Network today, MNW for Mr. Danny Kosmala. Danny boy, we're doing this one for you. I know you wanted it on a shitcoin showdown video, but we're doing it a solo video today just for Morpheus Network because you're the only one that sent a request in today. So for those of you that don't know, I do requests openly. Just send a request in the comments section. Join the Discord if you'd like, and you can send requests there too. I do look at those. Actually, I say that I look at those, and I don't know. Nope, there are no requests. Okay, good. Cool. Looking at this here, from low to high, we did go below the 382. We kind of wrestled with this line, but we found resistance at the 236. Generally, you know, like this would show me that there's no respect, but I do think you're respecting this fib area to some degree. With this look, man, I would kind of think that you do come down to your 618, 69 area. Oh, but it's so hard to, like, it really is hard to discern. I would generally expect that, but with how like the market's going right now, with the timing of everything, what that would bring you down from the current price. I mean, that could happen. It's possible to see like a 40 to 50% drop, you know, especially if Bitcoin shits or something like that in the next like week or two, you know, could give us like our last like real drop before the end of the year and then continue to go higher. But at the same time, you're also finding support on your 382 right now. Previous areas of resistance throughout this whole little thing here, and a previous area of support that you're finding support on right now. You know, on a weekly basis at least there. On a daily basis, you're above your 123 moving average, where you were held down by it for a while. You broke above, testing it back for support. Your RSI on the daily doesn't look too good. You could turn around from here, but with this look, I would generally expect that you would see oversold prices, which would then again lead this to go down. But you could move, man, you could probably see over the oversold zone and see this thing go to its 382, and that would be it. So maybe you do go to your 382 around like $1.10, something like that, and then you have a nice bounce and a reaction. I would think that if you bounce off this 382, that the next time that you come up to this area, you're going to break through the 236. And if you do break through your 236, if all this happens, you're probably going to see an extension off of this top to bottom here, which is probably a more appropriate fib to draw anyways, because it's the more immediate kind of timeline. Closing at your 236 on the weekly, you know, these fibs aren't really well respected, are they? But I would think that, again, if you go a little bit lower, bounce from there, and then break above these highs here, it's probably on to like $3.22, if not all the way up to like $4.50, which is near your previous all-time high, actually. I'm not counting this wick. I would count like this wick maybe. If we go to the daily, let me see if that kind of confers with anything. Okay, that actually is your all-time high, so never mind. I mean, you'll go in the area of it, but not so near as I once thought. That actually might be an appropriate high to take. You know, with that being said, let's actually go top here to bottom. Ooh, see, I like this fib a lot more, man. 618, found support on your 382. 618 again, found support on your 382. Yep. And if you were to come up here again, I would expect that you break it. It's a pretty good bet that on your third pass breaking the 618, or third pass to the 618, that you will break it and then go to your 886 or 786 rather immediately. It's a lot less likely when you see this kind of formation that you would see these extended areas, these extensions, but I feel like it's that right time in the cycle, man. I feel like we are probably going to go in that area. Your weekly RSI does look pretty constructive. The daily RSI, again, doesn't look weak or doesn't look strong, but you could turn around here, man. It looks like you like to rumble a little bit down here. It's not doing anything too bad. But if you went to the oversold zone, like not in it, but to it, that wouldn't be too bad. You could go a little bit lower in price. I know I'm all over the place right now, but I'm just trying to get my bearings with this thing, man. What was I going to do? Maybe I need to pull this fib back up. I lost myself. Come on now. There we go. And then this high here. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Now I know. Now I know. Let me just real quick refresh this. Let's just see. All right, that looks good. MNW Morpheus Network number 528. Right up there. Let's see. Hold on now. 528. This one's 535. They're neighbors. They are neighbors now. Morpheus Network has rebranded to MRPH token. It's rebranded to MNW. Okay, all right, gotcha. Well, I've only known it as an MNW. That's what Danny's been requesting it as. So, anyways, circulating circulating supply, total supply. I like that. Yeah, I think that you will have no problems seeing new all-time highs. You know, I do like the volume here. I do like the volume here. Man, I actually just bought the premium package for TradingView, so I should probably, if I refresh this, I did it on my phone, so I probably have to refresh it to get it, but I shouldn't be getting ads anymore. But top to bottom, it's a long time coming, man. I should have had that premium a while ago, but I'm stingy sometimes, man. It's a free service. Why not use it for free, man? TradingView is great. I love TradingView, but they deserve to be paid for sure. But at the same time, nothing wrong with using a free product for free. But looking at this here, man, I think seeing prices at $14 back to the task at hand, $14 to $40 is totally in the cards. Here we are sitting at $1.18, let alone past that. You could see deep extensions. Absolutely, you could see this thing being worth $100 or more. Let's see, $100 from here, from the current price, if I can get it. Maybe I got to go to the daily. Let's see here, delete some stuff. Yeah. $100. That's not the current price, that's the low. I want to be accurate. Current price. Moving on up to 100. Come on now, something right around there. From the current price, that would be an 83, almost an 84x. Probably probably closer to an 84x. Definitely closer to an 84x. So with that, you know, a 10x from here would be 440 million. A 100x would be 4.4 billion. Could it achieve a 100x, which would then be greater than what you're currently seeing at about $100 there? Absolutely. So a 100x, just to put that in perspective, would take you all the way up to about $117. 100x would take this market cap to about 4.4, let's call it 4.5 billion, round up. And even if you were to be fully diluted, that would still be around like a $5.7 billion market cap. Is that possible for something like this? I don't know a lot about Morpheus Network. I've heard decent things about it. I looked into it a little bit. It seems interesting. Definitely a lot of volume coming out of these lows here, a lot of volume back here as well. Maybe we'll get some more volume as we continue to climb. That'd be nice, but achieving a market cap that's anywhere from like $1 billion to $10 billion is a possibility for a lot of cryptos, especially if it catches traction, it gets some ground. Seen it enough times, man. Not every crypto gets there for sure, but it is absolutely something that's doable. If we go, you know, just to put it in perspective, we're not even in like the full strength of the bull market right now, right? And you've got what would be 100x right now for Morpheus Network. You've got 21 cryptos there already, let alone in the height of the bull market. That's 21. That's a fifth of the top 100. Could Morpheus Network see that in the prime of the bull market? Not the 21 spot, but just something that would give it 100x from here. Absolutely, I think it could. Absolutely, I think it could. And maybe it doesn't. Maybe it does more than that. Maybe it does a 200x. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas here. But let's see, what would 100x do actually from this top to this bottom? That would take you to deep extensions, man. Yeah, absolutely. You could see that. But why stop there? Why wouldn't you go? And this is where, again, you could see a multi-100x. That would be a 25x. That'd be a little bit higher. That'd be closer to that $10 billion market cap level. Probably with a 242x, that might even be a little bit more than that. But yeah, you could see that. You could definitely see that. But I would keep it grounded. I'd keep it ground level for now, and just think that probably, I don't know the time frame for this. It does look like it likes to move up fast. You've had some time without some up moves, but to get up here It could be post-halving. It could even be by the end of next year. It might be a lot sooner than that. It could happen a lot faster. You do have a very small market cap with this thing right now, being worth $44 million. So great things can happen in a very short amount of time. But looking at the daily, I wouldn't be surprised if you go down a little bit lower. The 4-hour RSI, if I can pull it up here, let's see. 4-hour kind of looks constructive, man. Honestly, I kind of like the 4-hour RSI actually. This is kind of making me think that maybe you don't go lower. But if you do go lower, again, probably not too much lower than these lows here. You're at about $1.20 right now. Maybe you go to like $1.10, right? I think that's what I was saying earlier. Right on these like previous areas of resistance, maybe even down to here, something like that, yeah. All in all, I think it's going to go higher. I do think you'll hold this area more or less, and maybe you go lower than that low. Maybe you do a slightly higher low. Maybe you do a double bottom or something like that. But I do think you're gearing up to go higher than this, and whenever you do, you're likely going to break above this overall 61869 area, and that would imply that you see at least this $3.20 to $4.31 area in a very, very short amount of time. I mean, it could happen by the end of the year. It could genuinely happen by the end of the year. It could happen, maybe before the halving, I would feel more confident saying. But, yeah, I would say probably before the halving you could see prices all the way up here. You might not, though. Don't be discouraged if you do. Be discouraged if you get up to this 61869 area and you reject back down here again. And it takes a lot, because you could get up there, kind of have a rejection, and then turn up from there. That's okay. But if you come back from here and you go all the way to your 382 again, that wouldn't look good at all, man. And that's a lot. That's a big range to kind of judge from about $2 all the way down to like just under $1 there. That's a big range to mess with. So that's not any fun at all. But again, rejecting from here, coming down like that shouldn't scare you too much. I would expect, though, being that this is the third time that you've messed with this range, you've got it once, twice, the next time you come up, which I'm assuming you're gearing up for, I would think that you just go straight through it, probably to your 886, 786, and then check back in this area for support and then move up. Or if you go to your 886, maybe you just check back to your 786 and then move up, something like that. But either way, again, it's not conventional, in my opinion, to expect extensions after you've seen this many rejections off of the golden area. But we're in the right times in crypto, man. I think and this is a low cap coin. It doesn't have to make as much sense, and it's the general rule. General as in sometimes it's not. So this could be one of those times where we don't stop at the 886, 786. We do continue forward. Either way, I would expect you find some turbulence there for sure. But I don't. Whenever I say don't stop, I mean you don't shit the bed from there, right, and achieve new lows. So, anyways, that's all I got, man. I hope that wasn't too confusing. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I feel like I might have, but if you go down, it's not going to be by much, maybe 10 cents. But the shorter term time frames, I'm kind of liking them, man. They look a little bit more rowdy. They look like they want to get some upside soon. So probably by the end of this week, you do see some resolution that'll take you up higher. Maybe by the end of this week, you're up at about $1.40, $1.30, something like that. Yeah, maybe higher. You could be a lot higher. It's absolutely possible. But yeah, what you did was you accumulated, broke out, checked back at a previous area of resistance. This is a setup, man. This is a setup for some bullish shit. So I like it. I do like it overall. That's all I got to say. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I appreciate everybody for coming. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.